Welcome everybody. We're going to have another podcast of askHELTIE today. But today it's in English because we have a special guest from Canada. Welcome, Jillian.
Thank you.
You're our most important guest at the moment.
Oh, so exciting. The only one.
Yeah, because you are now a retailer, reseller in Canada, but that's not the right word. You're Healthy Horse Canada.
Yeah, and the US too.
Yeah, so it's really nice to have you over here.
Thank you.
And I think it's now 3 years ago that we met.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a long time ago. But it's the first time we met in
person.
In real life.
It feels like we've met in person before.
Yeah, we had a lot of video calls.
Yeah.
You once called me awake, or your husband did.
In the middle of your night, yes.
For an emergency call. But it's really lovely to finally see you.
Yeah, it's been a wonderful experience coming here. The hospitality's been wonderful with the HELTIE family. And we're very excited to continue developing the business and the way of life in North America.
Yeah, I think it's completely different than over here. This morning we went to my stable. That's also, I think, a bit different.
I got to see some of the famous horses.
Yeah.
Which was lovely.
Yeah, but maybe it's nice to introduce yourself and how we met 3 years ago.
Yeah.
How that happened.
Yeah, so I guess for myself, I've been a horse owner for over 30 years. And I've had a lot of different horses. The horse that I've had the last 4 years has been one of the most complicated horses that I've owned and met. He has muscle myopathy, so PSSM, so a sugar issue, as well as some bone issues that he came to us with. Mm-hmm. When I first met him, during the pre-purchase exam, the vet prescribed a silicone product, and I was maintaining that, but finding the powder in volume was really hard to ship, and it was costing a lot of money.
But there was already a silicone product in Canada. Okay.
Well, it was in the US.
On the US.
Yeah. So I was shipping the powder form, and it was just not logistically feasible. As well, I wondered about the bioavailability of the product, because it was a big, large particle, and I really wanted it to travel to where it needed to go.
Yeah.
So I started investigating a liquid version, and there was only orthosilicate acid, which still not the greatest in bioavailability, and stumbled across HELTIE in the Netherlands, and couldn't find anybody that distributed the product within North America. So I think I just reached out one day out of the blue. And
I think you sent an email.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
And I just wanted to buy like a bottle, and thought that would be kind of where we would start.
Yeah.
Behind my back, I guess my husband
was already pushing you to do more. Yeah.
This is such a cool opportunity. If my wife really believes in this brand, and there is nobody doing this brand in North America, then we should get on this. And I was like, whoa,
slow down.
We got to make sure it works. And so we started with Chase, with my horse Chase. And you sent a lot of wonderful products for him to try.
Yeah, we had a video call.
Yeah.
And then we talked about Chase and his problems.
We had a whole spreadsheet for Chase.
For what you did already and what I suggested.
Yeah.
So we emailed a lot, and we had that video conference call and talked about it.
Yeah.
And I just said send you this and just try it.
Yeah.
Get a feeling about it.
And it was really cool.
Yeah.
It was I have to say I was pretty skeptical, because I need to try something and test it and replicate results and believe in it.
Yeah.
So it took me time, because the products take time sometimes to show the effects. And I think that the true test for me with success with Chase was he was a regular user of Banamine and a regular user of Robax to help relax muscles.
For the people who don't know, that's our painkillers and anti-inflammatory.
And inflammatory, and a muscle relaxant as well. So we went from, if there's 52 weeks in the year, he was probably getting between 40 and 50 doses of Banamine a year, because he was getting looked at on a almost weekly basis.
Yeah.
To combat, you know, if we had a tough lesson or if he was running in the field and he looked like he was in pain, then that's what I was doing. And I sort of thought about it in my head as like giving him an Advil. But over time, as we know with NSAIDs, anti-inflammatories cause a lot of damage to the digestive system.
Yeah.
So then we were running up against ulcers and a lot of fecal water symptoms, and he was unhappy, he was colicking, etc. So over the last 3 years, it's crazy. This year as well, he's had 2 doses of Banamine.
That's
over the whole year.
Over the whole year.
And
wow.
And that's because of vaccines. So because he's a PSSM horse, we give Banamine as like preemptively before he has his vaccinations. But he's recovering from vaccines a lot more quickly, and he's having a better experience.
Yeah.
And I attribute that to the reduction in inflammation in his body overall from just the maintenance program that we've been doing with the HELTIE horse products.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, really nice. Yeah.
It's a great story.
Because Chase is now getting the silicon, I think, still.
Yes.
The vitamin E.
Yes.
For his muscles. Maybe magnesium also.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. And clove.
Clove,
And I would say, like, I cycle things too. Like, I don't always give him the same thing.
Yeah.
So depending on the season or depending on his workload or depending on just what I feel he needs, I might modify things.
Yeah.
And this is something that I'm telling the people that are buying the product as well. Because I think horse owners, at least in North America, they want to get on a program.
Yeah.
And they want to, this is the prescription.
Yeah.
And
let's start with that.
Yeah.
Done that. Yeah.
And so they would, for ease of their own life, they sometimes get, like, these are the 3 products that I'm going to do for this horse's life.
Yeah.
And then I think they don't recognize that.
When you need to stop or calm.
Yeah. And I think one of the things that you really changed for me early on was you mentioned like a ration balancer needs to be changed every 6 months.
Yeah.
And that was like a light bulb for me. So I still think, thank you for that.
Oh, you're welcome.
The chief herbalist, as we call her.
Yeah.
But I tell everybody about that as well, because most people just kind of get a feed that works, and then they don't realize that they're contributing to deficiencies.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I really loved it that from the first time we met online, it was a chemistry.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a connection that we had, and it was really easy to talk with you and on the same page on welfare of the horse and the well-being of the horse. Yeah. So it was really lovely to meet, and especially to see how it growed.
Yeah.
The last 3 years.
Yeah.
From just a part for helping Chase only.
Yeah.
For now, a big business.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
I think it probably... Yeah, I don't know what to say about that. I think it's happening the way it's supposed to.
Yeah.
And people are finding us in channels that I never would have expected. And just I feel so privileged, I guess, as well, to be able to share this gift with the people that I get to share it with. And that's because of you.
Oh,
and I'll get emotional. But it's been such an incredible journey.
Yeah, absolutely.
To be on.
Yeah, also for me, because I had the wish that HELTIE will be international.
Yeah.
But I never expected it to be like this.
Yeah.
That we have a partner at the other side of the ocean.
Yeah.
Not just a retailer, but a partner.
Yeah.
So that's completely different. You're HELTIE over there.
Yeah.
And how you distributing it, everything, and have contact with your customers and go to events and expanding the brand. That's so nice to see for us over here. And we learn from you for the things you do, the chances you take. That's also something we have to can learn from.
Yeah.
So also thank you very much for that.
Oh, well, thank you.
Yeah, I really loved it. Yeah. And I think we have a big future ahead of us.
Yeah. We have to do this more.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
Absolutely. And we see the business growing because you started with a box with 20 bottles. I think once every 4 months or something.
Yeah.
And now this year, 6 pallets? 8 pallets?
Have we...
6, I
6
think.
pallets?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Wow.
that's a
It's
lot.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
kind of a lot. I think I get a little nervous thinking about it because I just keep going. I'm like a well-oiled machine. And
Yeah.
so I go down and I pick up our inventory and I send it out the door. I take it to shows with me and it just keeps going. I think what was really neat was when my business partner, my husband, I was panicking about inventory and I said, you have to help me here. I'm overwhelmed. You need to go and figure out what we have. And I went down to look at the inventory and it was just empty boxes. And because he was thinking it's too early, like we can't have to reorder again.
Everything was empty.
Yeah, and it was gone.
Yeah. No.
So where did it go?
To the customers. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's also what I like about you. You have the same goal as us. You want to have a better health for the horses.
Yeah.
The goal is to help the horses.
Yeah.
And we do that with giving information, with providing the right products, with the blankets you sell also.
Yeah.
So it's the combination package you can provide for the customers. And I think you're doing a really good job.
Thank you.
So
yeah.
Let's go up for the future.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you want something to add, or do we leave it like this and do next time
I think
something more?
Well, I think we have to talk about
Oh yeah, absolutely.
our product. Our product pitch today.
Yeah, my new addict.
So we just have a Canadian feature here. This is maple syrup from Canada. So
yeah, it's so
we're
tasty.
bringing our product to Holland. So
Yeah.
thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you
For all your help and for
you're
inviting
welcome.
us into your family and
Of course,
you
yeah.
into ours.
No, so I really love it, and I think we have a big future ahead of us.
Totally. I agree.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah. Thank you.